Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The Franks looking to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. Shreds the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. It's Franks now from the shotgun. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
We plan to win. 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Let's put it 19.
On the carry, it's Cook. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings nothing.
To throw on 2nd down. Kendrick. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again, Frank's on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big game and a conversion on 3rd down.
Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And this belongs to the Vikings. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Franks. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 77 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Franks now.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down throw. Here's Franks.
This is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down. Kendrick to Jefferson on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing the out route, incomplete. Bounds about a half to a foot.
And remember, this drive started with the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll run with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Working out of the gun, Franks. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gap. Oh, this is blocked. sacked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line foot, taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Off the play fake. Kendrick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Franks. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing on 3rd and long. Franks. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. They got his man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you call.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. They'll look to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. Got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings on one play have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go play action with Franks. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Looking to throw. Franks. And this is incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Setting up play action. Frank. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Back to throw. Franks. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 30. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
The 36-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down. Kendrick, he'll fire this deep for Gallup. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do?
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 35. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Franks now to throw on 1st down. This one swung out here to Jones.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Franks now on 2nd down.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. Back to throw again. He's going to go up top again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there for Minnesota.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kendrick. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
2 straight shots on the ground, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Off play action. Kendrick.
That's complete. It's Cook.
And he's got some space here. Still fighting for more. There he goes left side. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Point after try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequence.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throw right side here, complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be taken